Keep it real about how I feel. I know this love ain't real, but I want you
What's
still.
going on? It's Will Williams. Welcome to another episode of Keep It Real, the podcast with Will Williams. First of all, I'd like to apologize because, I think I was supposed to have dropped the other episode by now. But there's been a lot going on. Not nothing like personal family issues or anything like that. I mean, just with me personally. Those of y'all who know last season, if y'all watched it, if not, y'all can check that out. The way I recorded episodes, like, I think my second episode came out in April. And then after that, for like the next 3 or 4 months until September again, then I would drop another episode. Those episodes was already recorded. So I think I had 5 episodes last year. So, like, it was already recorded. So, all I had to do was schedule them. They were scheduled already, and I just dropped the promo or whatever. But when I was recording this episode, I recorded it the next week. The next week when I was going to, edit it, I was like, I ain't like it. Let me re-record it. Re-recorded it. Next week came. I got sick. Week after that, I was like, I wasn't feeling it, man. I'm forcing it. And it was like I was fighting with myself because I felt like giving up in this whole music, the music and the podcast and everything. And the reason why I felt like that, because I was looking at stuff around me as I don't like doing. And what I mean by looking around me is looking on social media, TV, radio, see other people that, may not deserve where they be at or the success that they give in or whatever. And I'm, trying to compare myself to them. And I realize we all got our own journey and our own story and our own path. So, I'm looking at that, getting discouraged and everything. But then, God told me, he asked me, he was like, why are you doing this again? And I had to it put a lot in perspective for me because it's like, if I wanted to be famous and tour around the world and have sold out shows and have all this money and jewelry and cars and homes, like, that could be done, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what God put me in this position for. And if I do it for myself, then, I'm basically like, it's like a slap in the face to God giving me the gift, you know what I'm saying? So, I got nieces and nephews and, and kids and cousins and, co-workers with kids and friends and everything. Like, I'm not going to say, I'm an influencer or nothing like that, but people listen to my music. People listen to what I say. And if I don't include God and if I don't push God's message, then, I'm doing it for me. So, even with the music and everything, man, like, I said this before, but on my mixtape, Let Me Explain the Aftermath, the version that's out that y'all hear is not the actual version. I had recorded a whole version before that, scrapped it, started over. Same way with my album Foreigner. The version y'all hear is not the first version that I made. And it's just like my mixtapes, the basement tapes. Those are songs from projects that I made. Some of them are throwaways, some of them just songs that I recorded just because, but it didn't make the final cut of an album or mixtape, whatever. And like I would have, like, I try not to do this anymore because it's a lot of time consuming, but like, I'll write a whole album, record it, produce it, mix it, master it, spend all that time on it, and then just scrap it, just like delete it, throw it away. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, like, I want it to be perfect because God gave me his best, and anything, less, I feel like I'm, selling myself short, whatever. So basically I started that to say, I apologize for being late on this episode. We in September now. We got a few months left in this year. I'm gonna try to drop 2, maybe 3 more episodes. It's gonna be more structured. This is gonna be a little short one. This was kind of like an update. What's going on? Cause I know a couple of y'all, hit me up on social media when I did check. It's like, is everything straight? Cause we ain't heard from you, whatever. But it's just keep praying for me that I stay focused and not become the things that I see around me. You know what I'm saying? Still be the positive rapper, the positive singer. And it's crazy because, like, going back to the podcast, but the 2 episodes, but this episode I recorded twice is like, things wouldn't sound right. And then when I'm thinking about saying this or saying that, when I'm listening back to what I recorded, I was like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that, or oh no, that ain't come out right, or I always wanted this podcast to be like dope and like fresh, but I never was never one to come out with the podcast that week of something happened. Like, people got killed since the last episode. This happened, that happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, oh yeah, breaking news, this happened. This podcast currently is not my main source of income. So I can't spend as much time as I want to, I guess, on this. So I can't record something, edit it, drop it that same day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it a little differently. It's just, set up a little differently. But, I was never want to do, jump on trends to get my, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, these next 2 episodes for sure. If it's 3, if it's more, it's good too. But they're gonna be more structured. As always, man, stay focused. I pray for y'all. Y'all pray for me. Get in tune with your local church, man. And God coming back. Jesus coming back real soon, man. For real. You see everything that's going on, man. Talk about it in the book of Revelations. But stay focused, man. Keep your eyes on God. Not on nobody else. Not even yourself. You can't trust yourself. You don't need to trust God. So and also, I'll leave this information in the description. And I might include the video that I had made a few years ago. There's a non-for-profit organization in St. Louis, where I'm from, called New Life Evangelistic Center. It's they had a homeless shelter at one time. It had shut down because of code violations and everything. And he didn't take money from the government. So when you take money from the government, there's certain things you can or can't do. So he wanted to do certain things a certain way. So he was raising money. Growing up, my parents used to make sandwiches. Used to go down there and give them to the homeless, donate money. We still do. And that just touched my heart. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, Larry Rice, his son. Everybody at New Life Evangelistic Center. Us, Disciples Music Group, man. We support it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably drop that video after this. That'll probably get my outro. And drop the information in the description, the link so you can donate and everything. I'm not soliciting, trying to get you to, just, the Bible says when you lend to the poor, you give it to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of short one, man, but, stay tuned. We got a couple months left, man. Let's finish this year out strong, man, 2025.